What's up, my friends? Today we're going to be doing a Jessner peel. This is brand new to my channel, brand new for me to even put on my face. I got a brand new bottle here. So ultimately what I want to do, I was looking up different acid peels that you could do on your face, and my favorite peel, of course, is the TCA peel. I just feel like that's the most effective. I can't do those as often, of course, and I do like to mix it up, but I ran across something that said you could use the Jessner peel and then use the TCA peel to intensify it. And so me being curious, I thought that I would give it a try, but they recommend that you start out doing the Jessner peel first before doing the combo, just to make sure that you don't have any reaction to this peel. So that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna give it a try. It seems like it's a medium to low peel. You can do up to 5 layers, but I'm only going to do 2 because that's the recommendation. When you first start, only do 2 layers. So that's what I'm gonna do. I am going to be safe. I do not want to harm my skin, so I'm gonna do what they say, do 2 layers and then see how it goes, and then hopefully I can do a combo between the Jessner and the TCA. So apparently this is from Dr. Jessner, but everybody calls it apparently the Jessner peel just because it starts with a J or whatever. But this is a combo of different ingredients. I'll put them up on the screen, and it's supposed to be good for oily skin, for dark spots, that kind of thing. So I'm all about it. I love it. I have this dark spot on my cheek that you probably can't really see that well, but I can see it. Makeup covers it, so it's not a big deal. I just don't want it to get worse. It's just like a sunspot, an age spot, or whatever. I've been getting a little bit of acne just from wearing a mask and hormones and whatever, so my lower face is breaking out. And then I have a lot of texture up here that I would like to get rid of. I always get texture right here, so I try to fight it as much as possible. There's airplanes galore. I am so sorry. This video is going to be so loud between the dogs and the airplanes, but I'll do the best I can. So like always, I'm going to start with alcohol to just get a clean surface, make sure I get all the oils. I'm de-oiling my face. Just by getting rid of all the oils, so I create an even surface, so I don't have oil here, dry here, so when I put the actual peel on, it goes over skin that's even. And even though I washed my face, these cotton rounds always look so disgusting when I get done with it. Like, did you wash your face? That's not too bad. Oh, down my neck, gross. When I wash my face, I'm good at getting my face, but I forget about my neck sometimes. But not too bad. All right, that feels good. Smells awful, but bleh. This is a 91% alcohol if you can get your hands on it. If not, then just try to do an 80% or greater. All right, now that I have a clean surface, I'm going to put some of this in a bowl. Brand new, crisp packaging. And I got this off of Amazon. It has a little dropper thing, but I'm going to use just my little soy sauce bowl, and I'm gonna put it in there. I'm not gonna use a lot because I'm only gonna do 2 layers. I can always add more. I just can't put it back in the bottle, so I always try to keep that in mind. But I always use too much. I always put too much in my bowl. And then when I dump it down the drain, I'm like, why? Why do you do that every time? You'd think I'd learn. Just gonna wear some gloves. I'm not sure. Let's do a patch test. So I am just going to do a little patch test right here. I'm gonna leave that on for 5 minutes and see if I have any horrible reaction to it. So I'll be right back. All right, it's been 5 minutes. I don't feel anything, so I think I'm good to move forward. Just wanna make sure that there's no huge redness, super itchiness, or anything like that, but I don't feel anything. So I think I'm fine. I'm gonna use my little toner cotton things. They're really thin. They're thinner than your average cotton things. These cotton squares are super thin. And I am going to get it wet, but not dripping, because I want it to be even. So I'm just gonna wring it out. Get it so it's nice and saturated, but not dripping on my face. And I'm just gonna do some swiping motions and get this bad boy on my face. It's always exciting, but nerve-wracking using a new peel. Smells kind of gross. Smells like fart. Ooh, that's intense. The patch test, I didn't feel any of this, but I can feel some of it. What does it smell like? Like licorice. I don't know, it doesn't smell good at all. All right, because I'm gonna do 2 layers, I'm gonna leave this on for 5 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
All right, so I'm gonna leave that on for 5 minutes. I have my little fan, because I do feel it. Oh, that feels good. It's not super intense, but I do get that tingling, I'm doing something peel. It's just whenever I start a peel, I am just so paranoid, because you know, it's your face. Can't go back if you do serious damage. But it's not like super intense. It's just kind of feels like a TCA, like a lower 10% TCA. The smell is gross though. I don't know if they're all like that or if it's just this brand. It's easing up. It's not bad at all. There's so many different peels that I want to try. I found one that's like pineapple enzyme peel. I'm like, I want to try that one. I have it in my Amazon cart. I haven't bought it yet, but I want to try that one. That one sounds fun. I have to do my research and make sure that it's a good one to do. I do chemical peels. I don't do any, I'll turn this off. I don't do any of the physical exfoliants. I only do the chemical ones. So that's why I do peels more often than someone who exfoliates with like a Dermalogica or something like that. I just really don't like the physical exfoliants. But I love the chemical ones. I like the, I like any kind of enzyme mask or enzyme peels. The Peter Thomas Roth, I have a video on that one. That's the pumpkin enzyme mask. That's both physical and and chemical exfoliant, but it's a pretty good one. The physical exfoliant isn't super terrible, but I would say out of everything, I really enjoy that one. I ran out of it and I haven't replaced it. It's kind of expensive, but maybe one day. I have a couple of masks that I've gotten in my beauty boxes that I get that I would like to use before I go and buy a new one. All right, I got about 1 minute left, and so far I feel it. I definitely feel it on my face. I know that it's doing something, and that feels really good, but it's a little bit tingly, not super burny, so that's kind of nice that it's not giving me, it's not completely scaring me where I feel like I can't move forward. If you get that feeling, if you're doing this at home, then just stop and then do your rinse and then be done with it. And then you can always redo it in a couple of weeks. What time is it? Yeah, about 1 more minute. So during each application, you don't do a rinse. So I put this on, I'm letting it activate for 5 minutes. I'll do another round, let that go for 5 minutes, and then I'll rinse. So far there's no super redness going on. Even with the lights even kind of intensify if my face turns red, and it's not terrible at all, but I do feel it, so I think it's a good one. I'm gonna get a clean cotton round. All right, I'm just gonna do the same. Ooh, I think I actually used the right amount this time. All right, same dealio. Ooh, this one's a little slipperier. That is not a word. It's slippery. It's more slippery than the last time. This one's a little more intense than the last one. I would compare it to a 10% TCA. I'm gonna go down my neck. I didn't do that last time. Why didn't I do that? Get that upper lip. Get this just a little bit more because that's where all my texture is. All right, 5 more minutes. This fan is a lifesaver when you're doing acid peels. Oh, that feels good. Again, a little bit more intense. My nose itches. Then the last one, the last layer. I'm glad that I'm stopping after 2. I think I could go on. I think you can do up to 5 layers of this, but I'm kind of glad I'm stopping after this point. I'd like to do it in a couple weeks again before I mix the TCA and the Jessner together. Do like 4 layers of this, and then after that I'll put the time of how often you can do these peels up on the screen, and then once I do the 4 layers of the Jessner, then I'll mix the Jessner and the TCA together, and I'll do a video on that so you guys can see that, because that one's a little bit more advanced, a little bit more risky, but I'm doing all the prep work ahead of time just to ensure that everything goes well. Because if this is super strong and I get lots of peeling from it, then there's no way I want to combine them 2 together. And when I do combine them, I'm going to do a lower concentration of the TCA, my 10%. Because I'm a baby, I'm a chicken. This doesn't feel bad at all. Have you guys ever done a Jessner peel before? Have you ever mixed a Jessner and a TCA together? And what was your results like? I don't even think I need this fan. It's not bad at all. Yeah, I'm wondering if anybody has done it. I've seen a video on it and it looks like it's pretty cool. But of course that was in an office, a controlled environment. They weren't at home like me, so it seemed like it was pretty cool, but With this one, I didn't add any Vaseline to my eyebrows or around my nose. I kind of wish I would have around my nose. I always get super peely right there. It's just a sensitive area, but I didn't. I didn't really think this peel was going to be as strong as it is. I never do think they're as strong as they are, but I definitely feel it. Yeah, it just feels just a little burny, but not intolerable at all. Like I don't even need the fan anymore. Have about 1 minute left. It feels pretty good. I think this is a good one to use. Just feels a little uneasy right there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I have about a minute left. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse, and I will be back and give you my final thoughts. All right, see you in a minute. All right, I'm back. What I didn't mention is the Jessner peel is self-neutralizing. I like self-neutralizing peels because you don't need to mix up the baking soda and water. That you just put it on and then rinse with water and then you're done. You don't have to put that gritty crap all over your face. So I like that about this. So it's self-neutralizing. I rinse with water. I rinsed about 3 times, patted it dry, rinsed it again, and everything went really well. So I like it. It just feels dry, feels a little stiff, but other than that, it feels really good. Kind of want to go a little bit further, but I'm not going to push it today. I'm going to follow what they say. So they did say that you can put your Retin-A on over just as an added booster. And so I have my prescription Retin-A, but if you have any kind of 2.5%, I'll leave one. I'll link everything below, but I'll leave the a recommendation if you don't have a prescription down in the comments. I'm just gonna put that on just as an added booster. Your pores are wide open right now because of the peel, and this just helps your retinol absorb. All right, feels pretty good. I'm gonna put some marula oil on just to get some moisture back in my face, and I use this through the healing process. All right, I'm not gonna put any sunblock on right this minute because I'm not leaving the house, but I will put some on probably after a couple of hours. But sunblock is definitely key. This feels really good. I really like that peel. I'll see what the results are, what happens, but so far I'm really enjoying it. I'll leave down in the comments what the next couple of days are like. This isn't supposed to be like a super peely type acid, so I don't suspect I'm gonna get a ton of peeling, especially since I only did 2 layers. So if I were to amp it up to 4 or 5, then I think I would get more of a result, but for now I think this is just going to be a light peel. I'll probably see some like crumbly little doodads. It will be effective, of course, but it's not going to be that deep TCA peel. But I'll leave down in the comments what my experience is like. But yeah, that's everything for today. I'll link everything down in the comments for you guys, or down in the description. so you guys can check out the products if you're interested in trying this at home. I'm trying to think, did I miss anything? I don't think so. I think we're done. I think this is good. Well, thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. And I'll see you in my next one. Thanks so much for watching. Love you guys to death. Bye.